Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by accesslearningzone.com. I am your instructor, Richard Rost. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to send email from Microsoft Access using Microsoft Outlook, and I'll show you how to bypass that annoying security warning that pops up as well. Today's question comes from Brent from Tracy, California, one of my longtime Gold members. Brent says, how can I send emails from Microsoft Access to Outlook? I would like to be able to send individual emails to customers and also mass emails to all of the people related to a specific project. Well, Brent, there are several ways to do this. Personally, I prefer using Gmail, but I know a lot of people, including Brent, because I talked to him in an email, a lot of people have Outlook set up as their standard email program in their offices. So, yes, you can automate email sending from Access to Outlook for either single emails or for mass emails. Let me show you how I prefer to do it. Now, this method that I'm going to show you does require some VBA programming. It's not scary. Don't be afraid of it. Go watch my Intro to Access VBA video if you've never done any VBA programming before. Don't worry, I'm going to show you everything you need to know. We need about maybe 10 to 15 lines of code. That's it. But this is the best way to send email from Access using Outlook. Okay, before we get started, I'm assuming you've got Outlook set up and you know how to use it and you've got it running in the background. You don't have to have it running in the background, but this will work better if Outlook is open and running in the background. Just open it up and then minimize it. Okay, keep it running in the background. All right. Okay, I'm going to use my Tech Help free template. It's a free database. You could download a copy off my website if you want to. You'll find a link down below in the links section. So let's go ahead and go to the customer form. Now, the first thing I'm going to teach you how to do is to send a single email to one customer at a time. Then in the extended cut for members, I will show you how to send a mass email to a group of customers. Now, yes, you can set up the email address as a hyperlink field, and then when you click on it, it will load up your default email program like Outlook. But if you want to send any kind of automated message, like your statement balance is blank, as of this date, and then hit one button and it just goes out, okay, and optionally even attaches a document, okay, you can do that nice and simple using a couple lines of code. All right, so let's pretend that credit limit here actually is referring to the balance due. So we want to click one button, send an email to this person, nicely addressed to them by name, okay, and say, as of today's date, your statement balance is this amount here. Hit one button, and then it just formats the email for us, and it's all ready to go out. Okay, how do we do that? Well, let's go to Design View. Let's make this form a little bit bigger. Let's drop a button down here on the bottom. So let's go up to Design, grab a Command button, drop it right there. I'm going to cancel the wizard. Yeah, there is a macro that you can use, but it's nowhere near as flexible and powerful. All right, so let's change the caption here. Send statement. All right, or send statement balance or whatever. Balance email. Whatever you want to put in there. All right, send statement balance email is good enough. Okay, right-click, go to Build Event. That brings up our code builder, and this is where we're going to put the code to send this email. Now, before you can actually send email using Outlook, you have to add a reference to the Outlook library. So I'm going to put a reminder in the code here. Remember to add reference to Microsoft Outlook object library. Because if you don't do that, this won't work. How do you add that reference? Come up to Tools, and then References right there. That'll bring up a big long list of all of the different object libraries that Access has available to it. So scroll down till you find Microsoft Outlook. Where are you? Microsoft OU. They're all alphabetical here. Microsoft Outlook Object Library. Put the checkbox right there. Now the number might be different depending on what version of Microsoft Office is installed on your machine. All right, you might see 13 or 14 or some newer number if you're doing this in the future. Right? Hit OK. Now, if you go back and look, it should be up toward the top here. There it is, right there. So now we can actually use Microsoft Outlook and Outlook's objects in our Access code. Basically, it gives us access to everything that Outlook can do as well. Instead of putting all of those commands and all of that stuff, instead of building that right into Access, they make it an external library. All right, because you don't necessarily need all that code to bloat every database if you're not planning on using Outlook. Okay, keeps access smaller. So now we have to dim a couple of objects. So dim O as outlook.application. Now, if you don't see the IntelliSense pop up there and give you those options, then something isn't set up right. Your object library didn't link properly, whatever. So close your database, restart it. You should see that pop up, and it should give you the IntelliSense there. All right, one more. Dim M as an outlook.mailitem. All right, so we've got two object variables set up, an Outlook application and an Outlook mail item. Now we're going to set O equals new outlook.application and set M equals O dot create item OL mail item. You should be able to pick that from the list too. What exactly does this mean? Don't worry about it. I go over this in detail in my other classes, but for now, just type that in. Don't worry about it. We declared a couple of object variables and we just set what they are. O is an Outlook application. M is a mail item of type Outlook application. That's all you got to worry about. Now, whenever we set variables, we always have to destroy them when we're done. So set M equals nothing and set O equals nothing. That's just to free up that memory. Normally, Access does it by itself, but we want to force those object variables to be cleared. So now we got this thing called M. M is a mail item, and we can do stuff with M. So with M, and then end with. Okay. What are we doing with M? Well, first, we're going to tell Outlook what kind of format we want for our body. There's text and there's HTML. I'm going to use HTML. Back in the old days, I used to always stick to text. Give everybody plain text emails. And I actually still use text in most of my business emails because I programmed it years ago when not everybody had an HTML email reader, with colors and tables and fonts and pictures and stuff. But nowadays, I think pretty much everybody can read HTML formatted emails. Okay, so I like to make that the standard in my new classes. So we're going to say .body format equals OL format HTML. You can see there's rich text and unspecified. Just pick HTML. So we're going to be sending HTML formatted emails. If you don't know how to write HTML, that's okay. You could still just type it in as plain text. Next, we're going to specify what we want to put in the email. So we're going to say .html body equals, and then the message we're going to send inside of quotes. So here we can format this. So we're going to format the message differently. I'm going to put in here. Let's come up top here, and I'm going to say dim MSG as a string. All right, and I'm going to say MSG equals. All right, dear, and then we're inside of a form, right? The customer form. So I can say dear first name, right, and comma. And then a new paragraph. So that's the HTML paragraph mark. Okay. And then we'll say, let's continue the line. And then we'll say your statement balance as of and today's date and is ampersand. And then we're going to put in here, we're using credit limit, the credit limit field as the statement balance. So we'll just put in here credit limit. Okay, that's good enough for now. That's a simple message. Okay, so now I'll come down here and just replace this with message, like that. This is called string concatenation. If you've never done this before, I've got videos on it. I'll put a link down in the link section down below. Now, if you were using OL format text, you'd say .body equals whatever, right? Your text message here. I'm going to rem this out, but I'll leave it in the code. All right, for you other members, you gold members who can download this template, I'll leave that in there for you. All right, if you use OL format text, I think it's text. Is it text? Let me see. Equals OL format. See, it's not going to come up unless I start back at the beginning. Equals OL. Oh, it's plain or rich text. All right, so OL format plain. Okay. Now we're going to specify who we're sending it to. So .to equals, and you put your email address here. Now we have the email address already on the form, right? It's email right there. So I'll put in here equals email. You can specify a CC and a BCC as well. So you can go like .cc equals, and then a list of other email addresses. Like you could put amicron@gmail.com, semicolon, right, Richard at 599cd.com, and so on. You could put a long list of them in there if you want to. All right, again, I'll rem this out just to leave it in there as an option for you. You can also put a .bcc equals whoever at amicron.com or whatever. All right, so there's your CC and your BCC, which I'm not going to use right now. We're just sending an individual email. Okay, your subject line, .subject equals statement balance. And then I'll put, I like to put "and now" on there. So it puts the date and time in the subject. Okay. Now at this point, there's two different things you can do. You can either display the email, which will show the actual email as it's formatted and ready to go out in your Outlook email viewer. All right, so you can make changes to it if you want to, like manually type a note in or attach something else. Okay, or you can just send it instantly and automatically, which is usually preferred if you're sending a mass email. But for this one, I'm going to go .display. That will show the message on the screen, and I can make changes if I want to. If you want to just automatically send it, you'd go .send, like that. All right, so I'll rem that out, so that's in there as well for you, so you can see that. If you don't want to see it, you just want to send it out, okay, good. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's the basics. And yes, you can add attachments and code too. Members, I'll show you that in the extended cut. Okay, but that right there is the basics of what you need to send an email. It's not that much, see? Like I said, we could really get away with, like what? We could get away with this in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lines of code. 11, all right? You could cheese out and not put those there. Like I said, 10 to 15 lines of code. It's not that bad. Okay, nice and simple. All right, so let's see it in action. Save it. Come back out here. Let's close the customer form. Open it back up again. All right, now I've got Outlook running down below. I'm going to click on Send Statement Balance. And there it is. It pops up. Dear Richard, paragraph, your statement balance as of 6/18 is 5,000. Might want to format that as a currency, right? All right, so let's close this. Do you want to save your changes? No, I'm not going to send it. Let's do a little formatting, right? We'll take the statement balance as of right here. I'll put a format on there, comma, currency. Okay, and then you could go and period, paragraph, and if you have any questions, please contact me at whatever, 555-2222, okay, or email, or whatever. All right, save it. All right, let's try it again. Ready? And go. There you go. There's your format, your extra line. The two's already in there. You can add attachments or whatever manually you want to do, and then hit send. And if I check, I've got my Outlook offline because I don't use Outlook personally. I just use it for messing around in classes and stuff. Go to your Outbox, and there it is right there. Okay. Yeah, you can see some tests I was doing earlier and yesterday. Right. Alrighty. Now, a lot of you, probably most of you, will be getting this guy popping up when you try to send email. This is the Microsoft Outlook warning message that some other application is attempting to send email on your behalf, and it's designed to prevent viruses from getting on your system and then hijacking Outlook and sending emails to tons and tons of people. All right, that's one of the ways spammers get their jollies, by taking over people's computers to use them to send meaningless spam emails. Now, back in the day, right, years ago, there was no easy, good way to circumvent this. Yeah, there were some third-party apps you could install that attempted to do it. You could try using send keys to wait for that time period to go over, and then hit spacebar, which would click the allow button. There was all kinds of tricks you could try to play, and none of them were very good at circumventing this error message. In fact, this guy is one of the reasons why I stopped using Outlook to send my emails, and I looked for another solution that led me to Gmail. So now I wrote code that I cover in my email seminar that you can use to send messages from Access directly to an SMTP server like Gmail, bypassing your email program. Okay? But recently, I was doing some research, and I found a nice, easy, simple way to bypass this message. And all you have to do is update Windows Defender. Okay, everybody has an antivirus program on their computer that comes with Windows. It's called Windows Defender. It's been coming with every version of Windows since I think Windows 7. All right, I'm running Windows 8 on this machine. I've got Windows 10 on another machine. And all you have to do is update the virus definitions in Windows Defender. And once you're up to date, this guy won't show up anymore. All right, Microsoft added that fairly recently. So just come down to your Start button. I've got it right here because I've recently run it, but just come down here and type in Defender. Okay, there's Windows Defender right there. All right, now I recently updated mine. Okay, that's why I didn't get the message. So you can see it's running here. Go to Update and click on Update Definitions. Mine are current, so I'm not going to click on it again. Once you do that and you see you got a green check mark here and your virus and spyware definitions are up to date, that Outlook message goes away, and you can send email from Access to Outlook without getting that annoying pop-up. I don't know if this works with third-party virus scanners. If you're wasting money on a third-party virus scanner, by the way, don't. They're all worthless. Just Windows Defender is all you need. All right, that's good enough. If you got McAfee or any of those other ones, no, get rid of them. That's my opinion. Okay, I think they're just a waste of money. You don't need them. All right. Okay, and once you do that, now you've got a nice simple email tool where you can open up any one of these, click on the button, and there you go. All right, nice and simple. Now, members, I'm going to show you in the extended cut how to use a loop to send a mass email to a bunch of people at the same time. All right, instead of these one-up individual emails, all right, save changes, no. We'll be able to just click a button here, boom, and just send everyone their statements in one shot. Like once a month, click the button, they all go out. And I'll also show you how to export an invoice. All right, this invoice here. I'll show you how to export this as a PDF and email that automatically too as an attachment. All right, that's all coming up in the extended cut for members. If you want to learn more, the extended cut for members covers a lot more. I'll show you how to send mass email. Right on the customer list form, click one button, and it will send each customer what their statement balance is automatically, one after the other. I'll teach you how to program something called a record set loop. Not hard. Again, a couple lines of code, and you can loop through any group of records that you want. Then I will show you how to export a report as a PDF. So in the invoice, in the order form, you click one button. It'll export a PDF of their invoice, attach it to an email, and then open it up ready to send. Okay, and you can also use the same looping technique if you want to send out all the unpaid invoices in your database. Same thing. Okay, that's all in the extended cut for members, 26 minutes long. Silver members and up get access to all of the extended cut videos, and I think we're approaching 200 now. Lots of stuff to watch. Gold members can download this database. And if you really want to learn a lot more about sending email from Access, I have a whole email seminar on my website. I'll put a link down below in the link section. You can check it out. I show you how to do colorful HTML emails right inside your database, how to format newsletters, include images. We build an email server so you can send out thousands of emails automatically and paste them out. All kinds of stuff. That's my Access email seminar. Check that out too. How do you become a member? Click the Join button below the video. After you click the Join button, you'll see a list of all the different types of membership levels that are available. Silver members and up will get access to all of the extended cut tech help videos, live video and chat sessions, and more. Gold members get access to a download folder containing all the sample databases that I build in my tech help videos, plus my code vault where I keep tons of different functions that I use. Platinum members get all the previous perks plus access to my full beginner courses and some of my expert courses. These are the full-length courses found on my website and not just for Access. I also teach Word, Excel, Visual Basic, ASP, and lots more. But don't worry, these free tech help videos are going to keep coming. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making more. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and feel free to post any comments that you have. I do read them all. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, which is completely free, and click the bell icon and select all to receive notifications when new videos are posted. Click on the Show More link below the video to find additional resources and links. You'll see a list of other videos, additional information related to the current topic, free lessons, and lots more. YouTube no longer sends out email notifications when new videos are posted, so if you'd like to get an email every time I post a new video, click on the link to join my mailing list. Now, if you have not yet tried my free Access Level 1 course, check it out now. It covers all the basics of building databases with Access. It's over 3 hours long. You can find it on my website or on my YouTube channel. And if you like Level 1, Level 2 is just $1. And it's also free for all members of my YouTube channel at any level. Want to have your question answered in a video just like this one? Visit my Tech Help page and you can send me your question there. Click here to watch my free Access Beginner Level 1 course, more of my Tech Help videos, or to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching this video from AccessLearningZone.com.